Today, let's take a look at the Omega Seamaster 300 Master Chronometer. Very vintage inspired indeed. Has that vibe, that look to it. You can get it on bracelet or on leather strap. Typically, I would say get it on bracelet, but with this style of watch, it kind of looks really good on a leather. You can get it in black dial or this blue dial. They are sandwich dials. They are very hard to video and photo because of the glare off the dial, or off the crystal rather. But let's get into some measurements. Before I do that, big thanks to Exquisite Timepieces, Naples, Florida, for constantly sending me awesome watches from their massive selection of over 60 brands they're authorized dealers for, as well as their pre-owned collection. I'm going to put direct link to this watch, as well as contact information for Tyler, who's my contact there. So, Naples, Florida. I hope to get down there soon. Well, after summer. As soon as it starts to cool down where I'm at, then yeah, I'll be looking at flights down there. So, bezel on this thing, I measure at 41 millimeter. You can see it's a little bit wider than the watch case. The case, I measure at 39.6. They call this a 40 mil watch, so I guess kind of in between those two lands 40 mil. The lug to lug is a 48 millimeter. You can see that spectacular Omega finish, from the polishing to the deep grooved brushing, signed crown. 14 millimeter thick. You can see you have crystal that kind of shoots up a little bit over that bezel and then has a double dome to it as well. Lug opening, 21 millimeter. I know it's kind of weird, but there's more and more strap options at the 21 millimeter width from pretty much all of the big players in the strap industry. But the reality is you're probably going to end up sticking with the Omega leather straps or the bracelet. They just work so good. I mean, look how this is already curved for the watch. Like, so as soon as you buy this thing, it's not really like it'll improve as it breaks in, but you can just wear it right out of the showroom. 6.5 millimeter screw down crown, keeping that 300 meter water resist. Inside this thing runs the 8912, which has the quick set hour, so forward and backward for travel. Pretty cool. I'll show you that in a moment. Twin barrels, 60-hour power reserve, and Omega's hogging all the jewels with 38 in this guy. Just a beautiful watch. Aluminum bezel insert, bezel action, 120 click, superb. This is a luxury watch. It's under the $7,000 mark. I mean, currently, listen, prices are going to go up. Back when I first started getting into Omega, these prices were hundreds less than they are now. And they're going to continue to be hundreds more than they are now. That's just the way it works. Matching Omega tang and buckle. Fixed keeper, floating keeper, nice taper to the leather strap. Now let me show you that great feature that the 8912 offers. So you can unscrew the crown, you can wind it, and then this first position here, you can quick set if you're traveling forward or backward, depending on the time zone, you can quick set that hour hand. If you want to set the time and hack the movement, you just pop that all the way out, and then you adjust the time. And then go ahead and screw that crown back in. I usually backspin and push in until you feel it drop into the threads, and then screw it forward. I recommend doing that on all screw down crowns, just to be on the safe side. Another little thing I like about this watch, and I mentioned this before, is it has that polished metal ring in between the crystal and the bezel insert. I don't know why, I'm just a sucker for that. Let's pop it on my 7. I just hit the camera thing there. See how lazy I am with the edit if I edit that out. Guessing I probably won't. So here is the watch on my 7¼ inch wrist. I would probably go, although this tan leather matches the tan colored on the sandwich dial and the markers. I would probably go with a darker, richer brown leather. I'm sure Omega offers one. But this strap is crazy comfortable because of that taper for sure. So now if I take this off, which, man, that thing really holds on. I don't know if I showed this close up. So you can see the sandwich dial. It's the 6, 3, 9, and 12. The cardinal positions are all cut out, as well as all of the markers. And you can see how the reflection is on this thing. It is a bit of a glare monster. Just is what it is. The lume on this is killer, though. So if we turn off the lights, check out the lume on this. It is spectacular. And in one of the rare cases, because you don't always get, well, almost never do you get a lumed bezel on a lot of the Omega divers. So this is one, you know, that Creamsicle Planet Ocean is one, but a lot of them are just, they're void of that. So it's really cool to see that on this guy. Really steps it up. If it had lyre lugs, this would be an absolute home run for me. But I would completely change the case and I would be fine with that. You add lyre lugs to this, and this is the watch I would be wearing all the time. So thanks for watching, guys. And again, big thanks to Exquisite Timepieces. Tell them I sent you. I'll see you on the next vid.